Hi everyone, this is Gavin from Gavin's Gadgets. Hope you're keeping well. This is the LG V30 Plus. First impressions, bit of a camera look as well, some samples, and let's go check this baby out. Okay, so this is the V30 Plus. So this is pretty much identical to the standard V30, and I'll put some specs up on the screen so you can see what they are. Now, I have obviously unboxed this, but just to show what you get in the box, very simply, you have the B&O headphones. Now, in some countries you don't get them, plug and USB Type-C cable. The headphones, I'll show you those. They have a, I don't know if you can see that, let me focus in a bit, but they have a plus minus play pause and answer call, reject call. These are sort of the headphones themselves. They don't sound too bad, and they say nice to have a little freebie like this in the box. That is pretty handy, to be honest. What you also get was this little packaging here, which had the quick start guides and the SIM eject tool. But what you really want to see is the phone itself. So what we have here, this is an 18:9, it's a 6-inch POLED phone, and I just power it off a second. You have on the sides here the volume up and down, plus and minus. You have the this has got a hybrid, a bit closer if you can see, so that's better. It's a hybrid focus, a hybrid SIM, where you can have two SIMs or a SIM and a micro SD card. You've got the Type-C connection down the bottom there as well. Bring that's better. And your speaker outlet. 5 megapixel front camera. It's got always on display as well. That's unusual. Headphone jack. And it's obviously got the B&O quad DAC or quad DAC sound. Fingerprint sensor on off button. And your 2-rig 16 megapixel and 13 megapixel ultra wide. And I'll show you some photos of that and whatnot. So the screen is lovely. I mean, this phone looks gorgeous. I've actually got this scaled down to a resolution of 1080p to save battery, because you don't really need quad HD. If you have a look at some of the options, say this does have dual SIM as well, so you can go a bit closer for you. So you can have dual SIM. You've also got Bluetooth. This connects with Bluetooth, has aptX HD, and when you get the Oreo update that's just started to roll out in Korea, so it will come to all the other places, you will also get the Sony LDAC. You've got various tetherings, connects, sounds. So if you plug a pair of headphones in, let me just stick something in very quickly. You then have the option here for Hi-Fi quad DAC, and if you go to Hi-Fi quad DAC, you have various other options here. You can change the sound preset. You can also change the filter, and it tells you if you have short, produces a more spatial ambient sound, sharp produces a more natural sound, and slow produces a clearer sound. I'm still experimenting with those, but it does make a very, very slight difference. You've also got on the display, you can, let's make sure you can see that. You can change the fonts, the font size, have bold text, app scaling, display size. So you can actually change here, so you can make it bigger or you can go really large. That's a bit excessive, and I've got it on the smaller scaling. You've got comfort view, screen resolution, as I mentioned, you can adjust that accordingly. You've got the screen color, so I've got best for photos, so you can adjust that, and you've got an advanced video color down the bottom here, which you can have for show full screen videos and a brighter, more colourful pictures. This may not work in all video players. Brightness, you can have it to an automatic, always on display, screen timeout, home touch buttons, so you can have you can choose which buttons to hide completely if the apps don't hide them. You can also adjust the various options here that you've got, and you can just smooth these around literally however you want, and it adjusts them accordingly. Pretty neat if you ask me. Now you know having to actually sort of stick with what you've got. You've also got knock on, you've got screensaver, mini view, less blur for VR content as well. I would recommend keeping that in actual Quad HD for any of that. Home mode, so you can have with an app drawer, without, easy home. We've got various options there. Icons, you can have rounded, square, or you can have original. So original does that. I've just got it for like so. You've also got the grid style, loop screen, smart bulletin. You've got themes, and LG does have a number of themes that are on here as default. And I've got the signature theme on at the moment, works very well. And when I've got connected to the network, it will show me other themes, but I don't want pop-ups occurring while I'm doing this particular review. Floating bar, which is here. So if I come out of a second, if I tap here, and you've got various shortcuts that occur as well. Pretty neat. So you've always got the hidden, and you can move it either side, up or down the screen as well. Let's just go back to settings. For gaming, there's various game tools as well, break time. So if you come in here, and there's various different options you can have when you're on the game, but I'll cover more of that off in the main review. There's smart settings, so it can do certain things when it knows you're in certain places. Smart Doctor, basically for optimizing the phone. Cloud, users location, fingerprints and security. So that's accounts and sync as well. And you can see I've got this fully loaded up. Shortcut key, so you can quick launch the camera. Talking of the camera, we'll have a quick look. In fact, what I'll do is I'll show you some of the photos first. Now this does shoot in what I've set it for 4:3 maximum resolution. I then crop them afterwards to be in 16:9. So I'm just going to show you some of these photos if I can, and they are really beautiful. If you follow the link to my website, you can actually look at the originals of these. I will do a full camera showcase. I did have my Pixel 2 XL with me at the time, and I compared them. I got a friend to look at them without telling him which was which, and the V30 was picked every single time over the 2 XL. But again, there's just a few photos there. If you go back into the camera, so you've got this drawer down here, and take a photo. It shows you what you've got. Preview. You can go between the wide, you can see, and go back. The difference it makes. You've got on the shutter here, you can slide up and down between the zoom. You've got various different modes, cine video, but I'll cover more of these off as well. You've got various filters as well. You can shoot the filters. You can, if you go into Cinelog, you can shoot sort of video raw looked, as they call it, and if you can tap on that a second. And you've also got point and zoom. You've got various filters that you can adjust when you film for effect. You can tap on a point, and when you zoom in, it focuses on that point, which is really for a smooth zoom. It's very, very good. And if I tap on the settings, video resolution, it does go up to the full Quad HD there, obviously. Tracking focus, steady recording, tag locations, grid. It's all there. If you go, where are we? Manual video, excuse me. We've got a whole host of different options for manual, and if you look at the settings, you can change the bit rate to record and the frame rate. Various different frame rates there, from 1 frame per second right to 60. Get back in. Tells you if you've covered the lens, quite handy, and you can save this LG Cinelog video saved in the Cine LG Cinelog format for greater flexibility in post-production. So it does a very flat video style, and then you edit it afterwards to bring out all the colours and stuff. And you've got all these other different modes as well. But I say I'll cover all that off in the main review, but just wanted to give you a quick overview. And fingerprint sensor, so I'll just tap on it and there you go, opens. It's pretty fast. It's not the fastest, I'll be honest, but this does look absolutely gorgeous. There we have it, so quick first impressions, and I'll catch you guys soon with the full review. There'll be a camera showcase. I'm going to try and take all the modes, compare them with the other phones as well. Any questions, just ask. Catch you guys soon. Bye for now.